I'm 47. I started marketing when I was 15, really actively for my father's business. That means I've been marketing for over 30 years. 30 years ago, how many people here are under 35 years old? Raise your hands. First of all, let's clap it up for all these young fuckers. So kids that are under 35, let me tell you a story. When I was a young man marketing for my dad's liquor store and wine store, if you wanted to get people to know about you, you had to pay. You had to pay. I had to pay a newspaper to put an advertising in the newspaper. I had to pay a cable company to run my TV commercial. I had to pay for a billboard to show my sign. I had to pay the marketing direct mail company to make a flyer and send it into your mailbox so you would see it. I had to pay. Today, the attention of the world lives in here. The things that dominate here is gaming and entertainment and social networks. People here complain that they're not getting a lot of views on their videos on Instagram or TikTok or these platforms, but they have forgotten that it's free. Let me say this nice and slow. Today, if you were to advertise on social networks, the cost of showing up, not making it, but showing up is free. This is crazy. Google, which I used a lot, Google AdWords. How many people here do Google AdWords pretty aggressively for their business? A little higher, I just want to get a sense. A lot of you. Google charges you money when somebody clicks. Not everybody converts. You try to figure out if the amount you pay, do enough people convert, that it's worth your money. But it still costs you money. The social network revolution is insane. It is free to build brand. Most people in this room, most people in Brazil, most people in South America, most people in the world do not produce enough content for how big the opportunity is for free attention. That is the biggest elephant in this room today. It is a wow. It's a wow because it's fucking free. And yet people will complain and say, oh, Instagram shadow banned me. Nobody shadow banned you. You just suck at social media. And so I come here on this long flight to pound here for the next 45 minutes, attention. Attention will get you everything you want. You want to sell a course? Attention. You want to sell a t-shirt? Attention. You want to be the mayor of this town? Attention. You want to raise some money for your nonprofit because you're passionate about it? Attention. You want to be an actor? Attention. Attention. It is the only asset that everyone in here must chase to produce what they want. Being unemotional about where the attention is very important. Too many of you have demonized platforms out of your subjective opinion, a bad experience. And we must get over that hump. Once you get over the hump, once you sit in this room and understand that everything you want to happen is about building brand and sales in social networks, then you start having to get good at it, right? It's like health and fitness. I can tell you the way to get healthier is to eat better and go to the gym. And once you understand that there's no magic pill, then you can do it. The problem is there's a good way to work out and there's a bad way. There's a good way to eat clean and healthy and there's an okay way where you get tricked if it's really healthy or not. The thing I spend all my time on today in my career, even though I've been in this for a long time, on the flight here with Dustin, with Raghav, all I was talking about was the strategies on the creative that we're posting in social. Is the thumbnail good? How many people here are familiar with Mr. Beast, the YouTuber? Raise your hands. Mr. Beast reportedly spends $150,000 per thumbnail on his YouTube videos. Let me say that nice and slow one more time for everybody. Mr. Beast spends $150,000 in testing and production for every thumbnail of the videos he puts up on YouTube. Now, obviously, he makes an incredible amount of money from his YouTube videos, but understand it's not about how much. I need everybody here to understand the commitment. Most people here, when they post on social media, post because they're following a trend that they think will do well, or some shit they want to say, but they give no thought. And this is the most important line, maybe of the entire talk, so I want everyone to pay attention. They give no thought to the science of the art. No thought of the math around the art to build brand. Listen to me, my friends. 6 years, how many people here have been following my content for more than 5 years? Raise your hand. For the people that just raised their hand, you all remember 5 years ago when I was yelling TikTok, 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 and all of you thought it was little girls dancing. I thought it's where the world's attention was about to go. Many of you who just raised your hands did not take advantage of going hard on TikTok when I told you. And you left money on the table. It doesn't mean that your business isn't good. It doesn't mean that things aren't fine. It just means that you could have been twice as big. You know, when people are like, Gary, you keep talking about doing this and that, but my business is doing 6 million. I'm like, what's wrong with 12 million? And more importantly, when you're complacent and you become lazy and you become one-dimensional on one or two things that work, almost always 6 million becomes 3, not 12.